All right, hey guys. Snow blowers, yes. Unfortunately, winter is almost upon us here. So this is the one I had last year for the cold start. I sold it to a buddy of mine who gave it to his kid. And although it ran fine, but you start using it and didn't want to cooperate, so he kept adjusting the main valve, the main valve, main jet. But here's what I think. I have the Vikings game on in the background, so hope you guys don't mind. This, we just intercepted. Anyway, this piece here is supposed to keep the choke from bouncing around. And you see here, see that? It just bounces around like that. So I think that was the problem. That, and unfortunately he left it out in the weather. And well, you can kind of see here, the carb's not that great. I can probably clean it up, but unless I can fix this problem, it's a waste of time. He left it out in the weather, so the carb was full of water, as you can see, and the float was also full of gas or water. So the float could have been a problem too. Either way, we've got a different carburetor on it, so all's well. It should work good now. If it don't, we can always shoot it with my 44. So I've been rounding some up. This is a Aaron's 524, 5-horse, 24-inch cut. I guess paint must have been coming off it. Some guy threw black paint at it along with a bunch of speckles. I don't know. Currently it's not running, so probably put the carb to the ultrasonic and I'm sure an oil change. And this cable is off. I don't know if it just needs to be put back on and adjusted or what's going on there. So that's this one. I don't have that much into it. 50 bucks, I think. So, if I sell it for 150, I'll make 100 bucks. So whatever. Anyway, this Toro over here was given to me. So, and it's just a little guy, 3.5-horse, 21-inch cut. It's a 2-stage. Pretty clean little Toro. Had to put the carb in the ultrasonic, got her cleaned up. And what else did we do? Oh, had to fix the pull rope and drain the old gas out of it. And oil change, and that's pretty much it. I don't want to start it now because it's kind of, the sun's going down, it has gone down, and it's getting cold in here. It was about 51 or 2 today, not too bad. But it's dark now, so it's getting colder. I don't want to open the door, so I'm not going to start this. But it does run good. It runs great. Got this guy, Lawn Boy. That's right, Lawn Boy does make snow blowers. Or did. 5-horse, 24-inch cut again. It does run. Not great, but it does run. It's probably just going to be parts. The auger drive. Well, can't do it now, it seems. But anyway, the gears are stripped for the auger. So I either need to find a new one, gear deal here, or I'm just gonna part it out. Got a good engine on there. We got good tires and probably friction disc, whatever, all the whatnots. So belts. So really nifty chrome handles. Anyway, so. I got the white up, running good. Alice is in the garage now. Got the chains on. I ratchet strapped them, so there ain't no way they're coming off now. and that's just me, you know, winding up the excess. And this side is the one that I threw right away last year. It was broken in 3 spots, this chain, so got that fixed. Again, ratchet strapped, and this chain is not moving. So the Cub, a friend of mine gave me a seat cover, which coincidentally says Cub Cadet on it even. So got the blower on it, got the tires on it, got it all ready to go. You guys remember last year I had the 2 halogens on either side of it. Now I just have the 1 LED. So that should be easier on it to run. So reason for this video is this Murray over here. We're gonna, like last year we had the Brute as our project. This year we're gonna have this one, I think. It's our Murray 8-horse 24-inch path, 8-horse overkill for this small of a blower. Should be a 26-inch. So the carburetor was a mess. It did run, but did not run great, and the carb was a mess. I drained some of the gas out to see what kind of shape it was in. It's a little bit yellow, but it's not horrendous. I've seen worse. So then we have to fix the slider shoes. They're all worn. Poor thing has been abused somewhat, you know. They're worn down to nothing. So right now we have the carb soaking in here. It's been soaking for 2-3 hours. We're going to put it together and see if she runs. All right, guys? So hang on. All right. So I took it out of the carb cleaner. I put away my ultrasonic. In hindsight, that was pretty stupid. I don't know why I did. You know, I've got other blowers to fix. I don't know why I put it away. Anyway, this should be good enough anyway for this. I mean, let's see it. Look, this thing was covered in... Look, snow blowers don't really get greasy and oily and dirty. This is the first time I've ever... This thing, there was no silver or gray anywhere. It was just covered. It was weird. The whole manifold was and everything. Don't get it. So we're gonna assemble it and see how good she runs. Putting the idle jet in there. I'm gonna have to adjust you guys, I think. So screw it all the way in. Oops. That's why I have to move you, because I keep going out of frame. It's tight, so we go 1.5, and it's usually good. We'll stick with that. I'm gonna kind of be a little bit more in my way, but maybe you can see more then. So the float was good. Didn't have anything in it. I made a video before this of me tearing it down and everything, but quite honestly I wasn't real happy with it. So just make sure your needle is working the way it should, and I like to blow in here and make sure everything's working okay. Yep. All good. We need, oh, I need to do one thing before I do that. Plus, I need to put the gasket on. So, this is actually a different gasket than what came off of here. The one, well, I'll show you. If I can ever get this one on. Okay, there we go. Now where to go? It's not bad, it'll probably work, but it needs to be replaced, so this one's better. Now I have to find, I have a little I can find it. Might have to pause you so I can find it. A little wire that I run through. Hang on. All right. Right above this hole, let me find it. Or is it the other side? Huh. Usually there's a little hole. Let me, game's in halftime here. I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, guys. Dang, Vikings were doing good. Now they're not. Can see that where that wire's sticking out. There's just the tiniest of a hole right there. Okay. Then you got the bigger ones. You know, there. And there. It's focusing on everything in the background, of course. So you just want to make sure that little hole is you know, run something through it, make sure it's cleaned out. Very important. This was also sitting in the tank of carb cleaner, and I unscrewed this quite a ways too before I did that. So let's get our bowl back on. This little concave part here I line up with where the bowl or the float attaches, like that. Okay. Need a gasket on there, right? That's how this works. I'd like to apologize for my videos lately. Haven't been that great. You know, hoping to change that. I start working and I don't really think about filming, you know. I just want to get things done. You know, it's not fair to you guys, and it's not fair to me if I want to have a channel. It's worth the darn, you know. You want to tighten it, but don't get crazy with it. Okay, now, again, tighten this in all the way. Now, 1.5. We'll leave it there for now, and then we'll adjust this. And maybe this one, hopefully these are usually 1.5, 1 to 1.5 out is usually pretty good for these, but these are a little more touchy, so we'll see where that goes. If some of you don't know, these snow blowers, they come with these things. That's, again, it's not going to focus. Maybe it would if it's down there. I don't know. These are little drains. So if you turn your gas off, you can, in the spring, drain the whole bowl and everything right from here. See, it's got a little spring on it. I know it's all fuzzy. Cameras, yay, they're so fun. We also have to put the sides and stuff on. This stuff here. See, they have a little cutout for you to do that. Idle jet. You can't take the idle jet all the way out though without taking this off. This is why it's off. Otherwise, I would have left it on there otherwise. I'm sniffling because starting to get kind of cold in here. But I'll tell you what, it's better than it's going to be. It's going to be darn right cold in here pretty soon. In fact, I got to put the tarp sides and everything down for my little winter tent I work in. Some of you know what I'm talking about, some of you don't. Alright, we got to put the front on. Little bar goes through the choke. Okay, I'm going to have to shuffle you over. So I'm going to get you set up again. Hang on. Alright guys, a couple things I want to point out on this. The guy I got this from said he fixes and sells too. He sold this to me. I was not impressed with how it ran. Couple things are standing out to me now. One, when I took the linkage off, I believe it was in this hole, and I believe it's supposed to be in this hole, especially since this one has got the markings of it being used. Another thing too, if you can see, is this thing focusing? The idle screw is completely pushing. That is not right at all. So we're gonna loosen that up so it straightens out at least. Somewhere around, well, I'm gonna back it off until it lets go, which is right there. And I'm just gonna push it in just ever so slightly, right about there. So now you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on the linkage. I do believe it's supposed to go in this second one here, especially since it looks like it's been used. But I did, when I took it apart, it was in this hole. Could be why this screw is out of whack. You just don't know. When people stick their fingers in it, you know, anything can be screwed up. And as messy as this carburetor was, he said he cleaned it. It wasn't clean at all. I mean, so, you know, you don't know what these people are doing. So, anyway, let's see. I think you guys can see everything. I'm gonna put it in that second one. Right, gonna hook up our gas line. And kind of tricky to get the, oops, oh, that's right, I forgot. the little clamp is not right either. So it's too big. Forgot about that. Sorry guys, I'm gonna put you through this. Why is this not coming off? Alright. So hopefully I'll just sit there like that. I can go, maybe I'll just put a screw type on there. I'm gonna have to pause you while I find one. Sorry guys. Okay, we're gonna put one of these guys on there, okay? So slip that on. They don't give you a lot of room to work with that gas line. I need my 1/4-inch nut driver. Not a lot of room at all, in fact. I kind of hold it with one finger. All right. Gas line's on. Yeah. To find my, here we go. Oh, my thought on on that linkage is right. Been quite a while since I worked on an 8-horse, but I do believe that's supposed to go in the second hole like that. Like I said, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm probably going to find out either way. In fact, I don't know. None of this feels right. You could have this whole thing out of whack here, and I could be wrong on that hole too. You know, you just never know what another person has done. I'm going to take you over here a second. Sorry. See there's linkage here to, it goes to the governor over here. And it just feels really, really tight. Well, seems crazy tight, but you know, that is full throttle. But we'll see, right, guys? And then we have, this is your primer hose for the primer bulb. And I can't remember how much gas I did, like I said, you guys seen I drained a bunch out. I'm not sure how much is in it. Let me, well, let's check the oil here real quick. Let me get something to rig. Oh, goodness. Whew. It is black, but of course we will change it, but there's enough in there to run it. Let me check the gas real quick here. Hang on. Alright guys, I couldn't really tell how much gas was in it, so I did put some in it. And I turned the gas on. I'm just kind of looking to see if there's any leaks. And so far it looks pretty good. Now after we run it, of course, all the doors are still shut, so it's going to get fumey in here for me. Once we get it running, this will be the end of the video for this, and we'll continue later with the other stuff. So let's see what happens here, okay? Let's see. Let's choke. Full throttle. A few primes. Alright guys, runs pretty good now, I think. So I was right on that linkage, I believe, but he had it on that first one, which is wrong. So I think we're doing good here. So far so good, right? And next we'll go over the belts and do those shoes, and I get everything adjusted in the front real well. But we're well on our way here, guys, right? So we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.